As the semester winds down, OSU students are getting ready for summer, but not everyone's plans look the same.
From summer classes to traveling back home, we'll hear what students have in mind and how they're coping with end-of-the-year stress.
Plus, a look at how our Buckeyes feel about senioritis and what's ahead for graduating seniors.
All that and a look at the spring football game coming up next on Buckeye TV.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Sharp.
And I'm Varsha. With summer break approaching, what are your plans? Study abroad, internships, vacations?
We'll hear from students about how they're spending their summers.
And if you're looking for something to do this week, there's a must-see play coming up.
Stay tuned for all the details.
Warm weather means summer is approaching, so are interesting summer plans, including studying abroad and internships. Buckeye TV reporter Asmita Kulkarni has the story.
Students are excited for the possibilities that summer brings as the warm weather sets in. We're hearing more on students' plans to go abroad and more. As most students look forward to going home on vacation this summer, some students are looking to expand on their OSU experience globally.
So I applied because I really wanted an experience that I would, look back on really fondly during, between my second and my third year. I really wanted that, real world experience. And I've always wanted to study abroad, and I worked really hard to save up some money to go. And I was really just, looking forward to applying for there.
According to the Office of International Affairs, OSU has almost 2,050 students studying abroad yearly, ranking 12th in the nation for short-term programs in the academic year.
I applied to Fisher Global Internships to go to London, so I'm going to London for June and July for an internship. It's a CRM position. It's mostly data analytics at a company called Student Lux, which is based in central London.
My favorite part was definitely exploring the city, obviously. I worked in Shoreditch, which is the arts district, and it was really fun to experience, all the fun things they have going on there, like the food, the festivals, all the unique pieces that they paint on the walls, things like that.
I'm excited to live with peers and get closer to them and get to know them too.
Want to extend your education or jumpstart your career abroad? Ohio State has hundreds of programs to choose from. Make sure to check out the Global Education website for more. For Buckeye TV, I'm Asmita Kulkarni.
Ohio State University has been a leader in diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, but recent legislation, Senate Bill 1, could change the landscape. The bill limits DEI programs in Ohio's higher education institutions, sparking debate on its impact. As the bill has been signed into action, OSU and other universities will need to adjust their DEI strategies to align with the new rules, raising questions about the future of inclusion on campus. The legislative shift could lead to significant changes in how universities promote diversity and equality moving forward. With only about 4 weeks of class left, summer break is approaching soon. Students may have plans for the long break. Varsha has the story.
Summer break is coming soon, and OSU students may have a variety of plans. Whether it's going on vacation, taking summer courses, relaxing at home, or perhaps even going to a music festival. The last day of classes at Ohio State before exams is on April 21st. Summer break doesn't always mean time off for college students. According to the National Recreation and Park Association, around 90% spend their summers working. The rest spend their time taking summer classes or completely taking a break.
This summer I have a few different plans. I'm going to be traveling and then also going to be working at the microscopy center here on campus. I have plans to travel to Vegas right after I graduate, Europe to hike a little bit with my family, and then going to Cancun at the end of the summer.
So I have a few different plans right now. So I actually submitted a couple research abstracts to a couple conferences, so I'm planning on going to one conference right here in Columbus, Ohio, and also in Pittsburgh. So that's going to be taking up a decent amount of my summer, and then just trying to go on little trips after I graduate to some surrounding states.
Despite most college students being busy in the summer, the 3-month-long break still holds significance to some of them.
Summer break for me is just kind of like a way to recharge, reset. We spend so much time throughout the school year just working and trying our hardest. So I really try to use that time to like decompress, spend time with my family and friends, and do just things that I enjoy.
With that, we got a glimpse into what some OSU students are planning to do for the summer. This is Varsha Bala.
Ohio State is ranked nationally with many achievements, the latest being that is 1 out of 5 U.S. states that have been met with the outbreak of measles. Currently, Ohio has 11 confirmed cases of the illness, the majority coming from Ashtabula County. With the illness being highly contagious, experts say it is best to take precaution moving into the summer months. Masks and general cleanliness are great, but according to the CDC, the only fully approved protection is the measles vaccine. More information about the illness and protections can be seen on the CDC's website.
With finals approaching quickly, some students will be stepping onto the stage for their last theater performance of the year. The theater department will be showing their spring play starting this week. BuckeyeTV reporter Jennifer Fries has the story.
With the semester approaching, final projects and productions are in full force. This spring, the theater department is putting on the show Orlando, which is based off the novel Orlando written by Virginia Woolf. Let's check in with some Ohio State students to learn more about the show. All hands are on deck preparing for the spring play Orlando, and with countless hours of rehearsing, they have finally made it to show week. Orlando is taking place this week, starting April 3rd at the Proscenium Theater and continuing through April 10th at various showtimes.
I am the assistant sound designer, which sound design is any piece of music you hear, any sound effect, anything we put in there.
I was the assistant director, so basically I helped choreograph a lot of the transitions and I helped do a lot of the ensemble building and ensemble work. So all of the kind of movement pieces that were kind of still images and moving images, that's kind of what I was helping with.
What has been your favorite part about being involved with the play?
Definitely the people. I am one cog in the machine, and all of those cogs come together, and this show in particular has a lot of amazing people working on it.
Why do you think Ohio State students should come see Orlando?
It's such a compelling story about gender and sexuality and how everything is fluid, and it's a good time.
Whether it's on the football field or the stage, it never hurts to support our fellow Buckeyes. If you're interested in seeing Orlando, their opening night is Wednesday, April 3rd at 7:30 p.m. and will run through April 10th here at the Proscenium Theater. For BuckeyeTV, this is Jennifer Fries.
Florida's governor has recently approved changes to child labor laws, allowing younger workers to take on more jobs with fewer restrictions. The new laws lower age limits for certain types of employment, including the agricultural sector. Supporters believe the changes provide more opportunities for the youth, while others express concerns about the impact on safety and education. The changes have sparked debate over how states should balance work opportunities with children's well-being.
Still ahead, TikTok continues to trend on campus even after national security concerns.
And with warm weather finally hitting Columbus, we'll see how students are making the most of spring outdoors.
More stories from campus life coming up after the break. What do you wish you knew when you first started college? With graduation just over a month away, many Ohio State seniors are asking themselves the same question. Buckeye TV reporter Kyrie Thomas with not only their answers, but advice to the incoming freshman class.
With the academic year coming to an end, Ohio State will soon be welcoming an all-new freshman class. Today we went out to ask graduating seniors what advice they would give to their freshman peers.
I would say the biggest tip that I would give to incoming freshmen is to make sure to get involved as soon as you can, whether it's through a campus job, a student organization, or even just like introducing yourself to other students in your dorm. I think that the sooner you can kind of make friends, the better. You'd be surprised how many people that I just kind of met in passing my freshman year that have stuck with me for all 4 years and been some of my closest friends.
This is like really arbitrary, but like having a car on campus isn't as cool as you think it is. It also costs a lot of money. And like even if you get a parking pass for like $250, it just doesn't work half the time and you can't find spots. And if you need a spot, you have to wait like a really long time to get one. So maybe like, I don't know, get like a bike or a scooter.
I know a lot of like student clubs and organizations that kind of cater towards, you know, not only underclassmen, but also high schoolers. And they have events that kind of, that are kind of focused, not focused in a sense, but more so like invite high schoolers to come and join and like participate. Kind of knowing that, if I were to know that early on, that would have been something that I would have really liked, just kind of coming in.
This has been Kyrie Thomas with Buckeye TV on Channel 19.
TikTok is everywhere, especially on college campuses. But after the U.S. government banned it on official devices in January, some began questioning its future. So how are OSU students using the app today? Julie Zhu has the story.
TikTok is one of the most used apps among college students with millions scrolling every day, but in January, the U.S. government banned TikTok due to security concerns. Despite that, the app is still going strong at OSU. How often are you on TikTok each day?
Like too much. I would say probably like, let's say 3 hours a day.
What kind of video do you usually watch or post?
So I would say my TikTok For You page is about 30% Reddit stories, 40% sports, and then 30% really weird videos.
Honestly, I'm trying to cut back, but I would say like 2-3 hours. It's a lot of comedy content, a lot of skits, a shocking amount of ASMR.
Probably like at least 2 hours a day. I like to watch cleaning videos and then just like funny videos.
What do you think about TikTok being banned by U.S. government?
I think it's a censorship of free speech. I think it's kind of a witch hunt. I'm against it, definitely.
I definitely think it's an unfair censorship. I think people should be able to post, say whatever they want online. I, however, think it would be good for me. When it was banned, I was like, okay, now I won't have FOMO, but it shouldn't be banned.
I'm glad it's back. It's a fun app for sure. I don't think it should have been banned.
Even with past concerns, TikTok is still a big part of students' life here at OSU. Whether it's for fun or quick tips, it's a daily scroll for many. For Buckeye TV, I'm Julie Zhu.
Ohio State's baseball team won the series against Oregon over the weekend. After losing the game on Friday, the Buckeyes turned it around and secured a win for both Saturday games. The team's performance highlighted improved strategy and execution, giving them momentum moving forward. The win marks a significant achievement for the Buckeyes as they prepare for upcoming games. Have you found ways to enjoy the sunshine and warm weather in Columbus this spring? Buckeye TV reporter Sarah Sharp has more.
With spring weather quickly approaching, we asked Ohio State students what their favorite outdoor activities are on campus. With temperatures in Columbus reaching as high as the 70s this week, students at The Ohio State University are finding ways to enjoy the warm weather following the cold winter season by frequenting their favorite outdoor areas around campus.
My favorite outdoor activity is probably to go on a walk and get coffee, or I'll go to the art pack and meet up with some friends and throw a football around or play on the sand volleyball court.
I enjoy sitting by Mirror Lake and catching up on assignments and just taking some strolls around campus.
My favorite outdoor activity is taking walks on the Olentangy or setting up a blanket in the Oval and just suntanning or studying outside.
Keep in mind these outdoor activities when you're enjoying the warm weather this spring. For Buckeye TV, I'm Sarah Sharp. With the basketball season now officially over for both the men's and women's teams, both programs are already losing players to the transfer portal and welcoming new faces. The men's team will lose Evan Mahaffey, Michi Johnson, and Austin Parks, while Ohio native and former Ohio Mr. Basketball Gabe Cupps joins the team after playing at Indiana. The women's team is losing Faith Carson and leading scorer Cody McMahon and has yet to add any new players. Still ahead, senior students are fighting off an end-of-semester sickness.
And find out some plans students have for post-graduation.
All this and more when we come back.
Welcome to Buckeye Blitz, Inside the Action, where we take you behind the scenes of sports production at Ohio State University. Here at OSU, we're not just capturing the game, we're creating an experience. From prepping scripts to coordinating live shots, every moment is a team effort. But it's not all work and no play. Behind every great production is a team that knows how to have fun while learning. Join us as we dive into the world of sports production at Ohio State University, where passion meets creativity and every game is a chance to shine.
As senioritis or spring burnout makes its rounds on campus, how do students feel about it and what are they doing to get past it? Buckeye TV reporter David Scovira has more.
With summer on the horizon, students may face a phenomenon known as senioritis. Today, we ask students how they feel about burnout during the spring semester and how they are pushing through to get to the finish line.
Well, first of all, I think it's very real. I probably think like I'm experiencing it right now as a senior. There's a lot that I have to do right now. I've got a thesis, a capstone, and a case analysis, all with different classes, and it is a lot.
I've definitely experienced kind of experiencing it right now. I think it's something that's common to happen, especially in the second semester. Once you kind of maybe get accepted to a job or an internship, kind of don't really feel the pressure to kind of perform as much. Make sure that you finish strong. Keep up those good work habits because it'll pay off in dividends in the long run for you.
A study from the early career platform Handshake found that over 80% of college seniors have experienced burnout during their undergraduate studies.
I think that when you've put in a lot of work and you see the end, and you still have to put in more work, it's not a culmination of everything you've done so far. I think it's hard to accept that it's coming to an end and you still have to do work.
While schoolwork can be tough to manage, it's important to stay motivated and see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I would say don't be too hard on yourself. Like if you're burnt out, maybe don't call it senioritis too much. Like you're burnt out, and when you're burnt out, that means you've been doing a lot. So give yourself credit for that.
Experts say burnout is normal, but staying organized and taking breaks can help students push through as the countdown to summer begins. Reporting for Buckeye TV, I'm David Scovira.
After a memorable 2024 season, the national champion Ohio State football team will be hosting its annual spring game on April 12th. However, the event will look a little different this year. Head coach Ryan Day originally said this year's spring football would be more of a spring showcase instead of a traditional spring game. Coach Day made a change to that statement, confirming that the program plans to host a full spring game, just with more wiggle room in case of possible injuries.
Commencement coming right around the corner on May 4th, Ohio State seniors are beginning to prepare for this post-college lives and are starting to navigate the job world in hopes of landing their first shot at their career. Reporter Cameron Moon has the story.
Spring. Flowers are blooming, the sun is shining, and diplomas are being handed out here at Ohio State. The Buckeye spring commencement is just in a few weeks, and we will hear from a graduating senior on how he plans to navigate the post-college life in the upcoming job hunt. It's that time of the year once again, graduation. Although some students have anxieties and fears about the dreaded turning of the tassel and catapulting of the caps, others are beginning to use this time to navigate what it will be like when classes are no longer on the agenda.
Yeah, honestly, there's not a lot of jobs for our major. I'm graduating with a journalism degree, so just looking for a right opportunity for me in a place where I want to be at. I kind of want to be in a major city when I graduate, so looking for places like Chicago, like Nashville, looking for jobs that open up in those locations while also, of course, just looking for jobs.
Even with some of the troubles that come with the next step after an undergrad career, Using experiences like internships and prior work can be used as a guide when applying for jobs.
So currently I'm with the Columbus Blue Jackets as their writing intern. So doing things with them, getting that job, doing the interview process for that has helped me a lot throughout, graduating and the interview process for that. I also work for Sports and Society Initiative as an editorial intern. So doing that whole hiring process as well kind of helped me shape up what I am supposed to look for in the job hunt.
This is Cameron Moon reporting for Channel 19, Buckeye TV.
That's all the time we have for today's show. I'm Sarah Sharp.
And I'm Varsha Bala. Stay tuned to Buckeye TV for all your campus news. We'll see you next time.